With about a year removed and some of the players already being in the league, let's talk about the 2023 MLB Draft. We've all seen how great Paul Skeens has been so far in his career, so I wanted to take a look at the top five and see how all of them are looking. We'll start with the number 5 pick in the draft with Walker Jenkins. As you can see, he doesn't have a ton of plate appearances with being injured a lot, but 304 for the year and 342 for his career so far are really good numbers. He's shown a ton of promise so far, he just really needs to stay healthy. I think the more at bats he gets, the better he will get, and I think he'll be on the Twins roster pretty soon. Probably around next season. Moving on to the number 4 pick, Wyatt Langford. Outside of Paul Skeens, he's the only other guy in the top 5 here who's already in the league. A lot of people thought he could have gone top 3 in the draft, and when he fell to 4, the Rangers were super excited to get him. He's got a good amount of major league at-bats now under his belt. As you can see, he has 175. He's really struggled in the power department, only having one home run in those 175 at-bats, but he's been alright with a 240 batting average. I wouldn't be shocked to see him eventually get sent back down if he continues to have poor batting stats. But 21 RBIs and 6 stolen bases is pretty good for him, so I think the Rangers can keep him up in the spot they're at right now. Moving on to the 3rd overall pick with Max Clark. Clark is still in single A for the Tigers, and he's batting just 277 with a 261 batting average for his career. But I think it's way too soon to judge guys like Clark who are only 18, 19 years old. There's so much for him to learn still at this point. If he's still in the 260s, 270s 3 years from now, then I think you have a problem, but you have a long time for him to develop still, and I don't think the Tigers are too worried about that. As you can see, he already has some traits that are pretty developed. He has 19 stolen bases. He's a great athlete. We just know he's pretty young, and he's going to figure it out at the plate. I don't think this was a bad pick for the Tigers just yet. With the 2nd overall pick, we of course have Dylan Cruz. Now, Cruz has very, very similar stats to Max Clark. There are 2 differences, though, with Cruz being 3 years older and in Double-A. He's been alright in Double-A so far with a 274 batting average on the year, and his stats aren't horrible, but when you look at these stats and having him being in Double-A, they are a tad bit concerning, I can't lie. It's just tough when you're 2nd overall to Paul Skeens. And with the 1st overall pick, we obviously have Paul Skeens. Of course, Paul Skeens has had a phenomenal start to his career in his first 6 games. He's 3-0, probably should be more like 4-0 or 5-0 if the bats and the bullpen didn't let him down. He already has a 2.43 ERA that's just going to keep going down, a sub-1 whip, and 46 Ks in just 33 innings, which is the best rate in the entire MLB. He throws more over 100-mile-an-hour pitches than any other pitcher in the MLB, and batters are legitimately scared of what he's doing on the mound. I think we can look at this at the end of the year and say that he might be a top 5 pitcher in the whole MLB. Overall, shout out to the Pirates for not messing this one up. I still think picks 2 through 5 can be pretty good in the MLB, but can I see them being above Skeens? I hate to say I can't.